Hi everyone, I'm Luis from LuisReviewer.com. I want to welcome you to a new video and slash podcast because it's going to be available on podcast and on YouTube. You can go to Spotify, any place you listen to podcast, and you will find it there if you like. And basically, what I do is I just like to talk about entertainment, music, movies that I've seen, news, and all that. And this week, there were two things that got me really, or since the last episode, really. There has been two things that got me really excited. I'm gonna get into it very soon. Right now, I'm gonna be reviewing two films and a documentary that I saw during this week. But I want to start off with two things. I'm gonna start with first. I'm sure if you're a superhero fan, you've seen the trailer for the Spider-Man movie, for the new Spider-Man movie. And I have to say, when it comes to Marvel comics, when I was reading them, Spider-Man has always been my favorite, and in the films, he has been my favorite also. But I got pumped when I saw the trailer for Far From Home. But I love Spider-Man and I love the MCU films. But at the same time, I was kind of let down by the whole Peter being so, or having Tony Stark so involved in the films of Spider-Man, because I understand why they did it, the mentor and all that, but I just would have loved to seen Spider-Man independent of Iron Man so much, and I know we're getting there now. Of course, his influence will always be there in the MCU, but at least these are more Spider-Man films, and I think this one is going to be that, because we already got through the second one when he's mourning and moving past Tony Stark. But anyway, that's just me rambling on. The trailer got me really pumped because the movie looks amazing. It's gonna be a very complicated story, I believe, but I think if they do it right, it's gonna work. Of course, there are a lot of rumors. Based on the trailer, I mean, awesomely, we might get Willem Dafoe as the Green Goblin. Of course, we got Alfred Molina back. Jamie Foxx has been confirmed as Electro, and we don't know who else might be there. So I think, and the big rumors are regarding all the Spider-Man actors. So I have a lot of hope for this film, and even if not everyone appears that you might want to see, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a good movie. So the trailer is out. It was out since last week. I think it was Monday or early Tuesday. I think it was released. And I have to say that it got me really pumped. I asked for days off at work just to see it. I always do that. I'm a fan. What can I say? But the trailer's Spider-Man, the new movie, December 17th. So I'm excited for that. And the other thing that got me really, really excited, I'm sure if you follow my page, you already know that I'm a huge Beatles fan. And I'm going to get into detail. It was announced on Tuesday, I think, or Wednesday. It was this week. That on October 15th, we're finally getting the box set for Let It Be. Now, ever since Sgt. Pepper, the whole 50th anniversary, I've been a fan of Giles Martin's work and the job he's doing in enhancing the sound, because that's what I like. I don't know if he's mixing around much of the tracks, but I do feel he's enhancing. You can listen to the songs and the instruments a little bit better, but that's just my opinion. I would still love to get the original pre-2009 remasters. I was not a huge fan of the 2009 remaster. I think they did a few things that I like. Oh, I don't remember that. Anyway, but it's been announced. There are various versions, of course. I'm getting personally the deluxe 4 LP and 1 EP version, and I'm gonna be looking at the phone because I want to get into detail about what this is gonna, what's included on the release. Um, of course, when you think of Let It Be, Let It Be is an album that, of course, is clouded with them fight with the support with all the things that they were fighting. That this is a record that they left and they didn't finish, and then came Phil Spector just to finish it off. Maybe because they needed to release it for the movie, for the film, as a soundtrack. But for me, it's a special album because this is the first album that I heard of the Beatles, and Let It Be was the first song that I loved by the Beatles, even 2 years prior of me becoming a huge Beatles fan. So it was good for me anyway. I think it's a good record, and the amazing thing is that a bad Beatle record, is better than a lot of other people's best records. So for me, I was excited. Of course, Let It Be had a book that listed a lot of songs that they played, even if they were just fooling around during those sessions. And even though I still think this release came short of that, but I think it would have cost a lot of money for us to get an entire audio of what they did during those sessions, based on what I read. So, but I am glad, and I'm gonna get into each song and all that. So what we find, what we're getting in this box set is the new mix, of course, of the original record, which of course the tracks Two of Us, Dig a Pony, Across the Universe, I'm in Mine, Let It Be, Maggie May, I Got a Feeling, One After 909, The Long and Winding Road, For You Blue, and Get Back. So that's the first thing we're getting. The second thing is Get Back Apple Sessions. So I think by them saying Apple, I think they are not including anything that they recorded on Twickenham Studios. But here's where it becomes interesting. We're going to be getting some speeches, different takes. The first one is Two of Us. Fancy My Chances with You. I don't know if that's going to be another version or the same kind of snippet that it had on the Let It Be Naked Fly on the Wall disc. I'm hoping it's a different version. Can You Dig It? I imagine it's the full track because the album contains like a little fragment of the whole song. Or the whole jam, I think that was an improv. I don't think it was something that John had laid down. You got another speech For You Blue, take 4. Let It Be, Please Please Me, and Let It Be, take 10. That's, I mean, I'm sure Please Please Me, like they went to it's fooling around mode. You got another take for I Got a Feeling, Dig a Pony, Get Back. Another speech, Don't Let Me Down, which is from the rooftop, and Wake Up Little Zuzi, and I'm in Mine. So that we also get another third disc of rehearsals and Apple jams. So you get All Things Must Pass. We're gonna get the Beatles version because they did rehearse it. Give Me Some Truth. This is interesting. This is a John Lennon track that is on the Imagine album. She Got In Through the Bathroom Window, Polythene Pam, and Octopus's Garden. Those went on to be part of Abbey Road. I don't know if I would have included this one because we got them on the Abbey Road 50th anniversary. So I would have maybe pushed forward to other things that maybe could have been more interesting. But you know, they included. So you got another jam with Billy Preston and John and Ringo, something, a rehearsal, and another take of Let It Be. Now this one is a kind of a treat. The fourth is the original 1969 Green John version. There was an album that was set to be released, but the Beatles decided not to release it, and it was called Get Back instead of Let It Be. And there are different songs. There are songs that says I'm Ready, and also known as Rocker, Save the Last Dance, which I think is a cover. You got the other songs, I think you got Teddy Boy, which went on to be from Paul's first record. But the rest of the tracks, I think they're all basically on Let It Be, on the same album. The track order kind of differs a little bit. And then we get an EP, Across the Universe, which is an unreleased mix because he did not include it on his album. I'm in Mine, Don't Let Me Down, and Let It Be, which is the new mix of the single. So we're getting the single versions also on here. So we're getting a few good things. The release also comes with a big book, uh, and if you buy it on CD, you also get the Blu-ray sound, all that. So it's very. I'm gonna try and put the picture of of the Let It Be on the video. So those who see it on video might be able to check it out. I have to say, I mean, I can't wait. And of course, we're getting also the book Get Back by the Beatles, so that's also coming on the same week. And of course, in November, we'll be getting finally the film Get Back by Peter Jackson on Disney Plus. So it's gonna be 2 good months for Beatle fans. I'm really excited about it. Um, and I already pre-ordered my copy, both digital and on vinyl. What can I say? It's a good album, and I can't wait to see the film, and I can't wait to have the record. So those are basically the two things the outside of the films that I've seen this week that I wanted to talk a little bit about. The first film that I saw this week was Sweet Child with Jason Momoa and Isabel Merced and Ariana Arjona, which is the daughter of Ricardo Arjona, the Latin singer. So this film, I saw the trailer and it looked interesting. It looked kind of like a good film. So I decided to see it. It's available on Netflix, and the story is about Ray, who is played by Jason Momoa. He's a family man, and he has a wife and a daughter. And of course, tragedy strikes. Being she gets cancer, the mother, and there was this medicine that could have cured her, but the powers that be decided to pull the medicine and not release it for another month, and she died. This causes Ray to blame the pharmaceutical guys and who decided to pull the medicine back for profit. And of course, he sets out on revenge, and he has to do, the revenge part and handling the daughter. I don't want to get into too much detail because I think this one is better if you see it. But anyway, what can I say? I thought the film was very good. I think it worked kind of like an action thriller. The action was good. I kind of liked it because I felt it was kind of real. Because you don't see Ray just defeating every guy perfectly. So in that sense, it kind of felt like real in a sense. I think I wrote that it was not a typical revenge movie, like maybe Taken or something, where you get this guy who magically kicks everyone's behind. And so although I think the movie was really good, although at some point it kind of lost me in a little bit, but by the end, when there's a big twist, when I saw it, it kind of got me back again. But I thought Jason Momoa was really good in it. I think he did a good job. The girl was amazing in it. I think she was really the glue of the film. So it's a good action film. I enjoyed it. It was fun to see it, and it was I think it serves its purpose to entertain you, and so I did enjoy it. I thought it was a good film. Like I said, it had a good story. Of course, there are a lot of things when it comes to these films that are cliche. Like you knew someone had to die, and you knew, but there were inside all those cliches, there were good things that were not expected. So I enjoyed it, and I think it was a good film. I have to say I think it's a good film. The other film that I saw this week was a big disappointment, I have to say, and maybe just with that, I don't know what else I could say. The movie is called Reminiscence, and it stars Hugh Jackman, which I love his films, and I think he's a great actor. and it also stars Tandy Newton and Rebecca Ferguson. So the story basically it's set in the future. Miami is flooded by something, and due to the high temperature, people sleep at day, and at night they work. They all do everything. That concept was kind of cool or kind of interesting. But anyway, you get Nick, which is played by Hugh Jackman, and his job is basically he has this machine where he allows people to relive their memories, and one night this woman came in saying that she lost her keys, and he falls in love with her, and then she suddenly disappears, and he becomes obsessed in finding her, and he gets all these twists and turns, trying to find what happened. Why did she disappear? So he sets out to find the truth about what happened, and there's a lot of complications along the way. So what can I say? The film was basically trying to be like a science fiction, but yet this noir or crime drama, which I think was a good idea. But I don't know. I think I didn't enjoy the dialogue much. I didn't enjoy the overall film. I don't think it kind of grabbed me like other films where there's investigation going on. Not that I knew what happened, or that I knew what was going to happen. No, I had no idea. It's not predictable, but at the same time, it didn't quite grab me, or it didn't quite interest me that much. I mean, I saw it until the end because I don't like reviewing films that I haven't not seen completely. So I did see it until the end. So I thought the ending was good, but I don't know. I think the film was long. It kind of got boring at some point. And Hugh Jackman does his job. He's a great actor. He's going to perform well. But I don't know. I thought the film. I think they tried to overdo the story, maybe overcomplicate it just to keep rolling or going. I don't know. But for me, the movie didn't work. I thought I had high hope, not high hopes, but I thought it was gonna be a better film. So the last thing that I want to get into or talk about in this episode is a documentary on Netflix that is called Bob Ross: Happy Accidents, Betrayal, and Greed. Now I don't know if you remember, but I grew up. There was this guy who did beautiful landscapes, and I remember his voice being so soothing that you just watch the show and be so relaxed. And of course, this is Bob Ross, who did famous landscapes on PBS, and this was a good documentary for me because I remember his show, and I know of him, but I never knew anything about his life, and we get to see his life through the eyes of his son. So basically, it's a biography. I love biography, even if I don't particularly follow the person or know of his work. If I know it's a biography, I'm interested in human life. Maybe that's just me. But it was interesting to find out the things that he went through, the greed that in the whole business. I mean, it was something so soothing, but behind the scenes, there were a lot of things going on. So it was a really interesting look at this man. It was an interesting documentary. It was directed by Joshua Raphael, and it was told through like I said, through his son Steve Ross, and I think his friend or partner Dana Jester, who continues to teach Bob Ross's technique of painting. So if you like biographies, if you like documentaries, I think this is an interesting one, especially if you remember his PBS program about the landscapes and all that. So basically, that's what I've seen this week. Next week, I'm gonna return to the theater to see the new Marvel movie. I don't know, it's Shang-Chi, or I don't know the title right now. And hopefully, I'll be able to see a little more films. So anyway, take care. Have a good weekend. I mean, I'm recording it on Friday. I don't know if you would listen to it on Friday, but No matter the day you listen, I hope you're having a good day, and stay well, take care, and see you next time.